dice out. Now, game! Greetings, dear listeners, and welcome to our podcast. My name is Chicha, I'll be your DM for tonight, and the players with me tonight are Richard.
Hello.
Dia.
The following are the characters who died in Endgame in order. Firstly,
Someone murdered Dia.
Also with us today is Jan.
Hello, did you know that you can order a butt plug that also functions as a magic 8-ball?
no, I did not know that.
Grief.
Well, now you
I'm
know.
intrigued.
What I want is a butt plug that can act as a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot.
Really, really handy.
You got Wi-Fi coming out your ass.
I don't know if handy is the word to use. And finally with us today is also Cora.
5318808 is upside down calculator for boobies.
Yay! Finally, a way to put the boobs on the internet.
That'll get through Tumblr's filters.
Anyway, so, peeps. It's been 84 years. I've become a withered old lady since we last played.
Don't throw the gem into the ocean. It's worth a lot of money.
Oh, but what's money to an old woman like me?
Donate it to the poor. Don't throw it in the sea. That's wasteful. Jesus.
Well, what if I use the gem to pay someone to remind me of what happened the last time we played?
Okay, I'll accept payment in gems.
How about new dice?
Yeah, that too. Okay, so in the session before, we'd ended up in the Two Cats. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we were in the Two Cats, and Daniel had just run into the bar and said that he needed the best drink in the place. Unfortunately, he doesn't like the booze he's given, because there's a limited stock after the wedding, and he leaves. Dawn takes Darren's floor cleaner, and he and Kasny follow. Daniel drinks from the bottle and complains loudly about how terrible it is, but he still continues to drink. We find out that he has a debt to a count, the Count of Vislena, who has come to collect in the form of marrying Daniel's sister, Christina, who is already married and also missing, to one of his two grandsons. For lack of a potential bride, Daniel is now expected to pay off his 1,000 gold debt. 1,000 gold, also known as a George, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
He asks the party to escort him to the bank for a fee, because he wants to, make sure he's not robbed. The bank is 2 days' travel away, so Darren negotiates a fee of 200 gold, 100 up front and 100 later, and Daniel does an excellent job of showing what an absolute shit stain he is. We discuss betraying Daniel, but Declan is disapproving. Dawn and Kasny head to the apothecary to investigate, as they'd planned in the previous episode. Kasny blesses Dawn's stealth, and Dawn fails to climb the building.
Didn't happen.
Slides the latch on the window at the back and sneaks in. He searches the house and finds a trapped lucky potato, a ledger with notes about protection payments, and a lockbox. He sneaks out. And as they were returning to the inn, he wanders off to the performance camp to seduce the halfling that he had previously been flirting with. And that is where we ended it. I believe that we ended it on Jan saying something pithy, but I cannot remember.
Yeah, I said that we should totally break into the apothecary.
Yes.
Yeah, so how did that resolve? Like, how does that scene wrap up?
Well, you tell me.
Yeah, so this was after Kasny got back. Okay.
Like, would Kasny explain, or what would Kasny do? We don't have to, roleplay it, but...
I think Kasny will just be like, don't worry, that's sorted.
What do you mean that's sorted?
Where do you think I've been for the last however long? I don't know.
I don't know, flirting with someone?
Okay, fair enough. That's yeah. Why not? No, we've already dealt with that. It's okay. We can just have a few drinks and then probably go to bed.
I mean, that's kind of cryptic, but alright. I'm down to have a few drinks.
A few more drinks, you mean?
A few more drinks.
So you have your drinks, and you wind down for the night. Next morning, Darren wakes up naked in a pile of straw.
Where am I? I look around me.
And someone stirs next to you, and the woman says, "Oh yeah, I guess we're just here." Hey, what's that on your head? And she reaches a hand towards you, and she pulls something off your head, and then she puts her panties on.
Who?
Yeah, you recognize her. It's Maya, the stable girl.
Oh, hey, Maya.
Yeah, good morning.
You're up early.
And she stretches and says, "Not that early."
Man, what a wild night. I didn't plan on this, but hey, I'm glad it happened. So yeah, Darren would just very slowly start to stand up, then lie down for another 5 minutes, then make another attempt to stand up, then just fall asleep for another 30 minutes, and then...
Yeah, you want to fall asleep for 30 minutes, but she kind of kicks you okay, get up. Come on, I gotta get to work. You're slipping on my straw.
This is your straw? You sleep here?
Well, not usually.
Okay. It's surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah.
Where are my clothes?
And she kind of looks around, and she's like, "I'm not sure."
I look for my clothes.
Roll me investigation.
Please tell me he's still wearing one sock. I want him to be wearing one sock.
Yes, he's wearing one sock.
The question is, where does he wear it?
On his hand.
Yeah, where does he wear the sock?
No, on his foot. Let's get not too crazy here, folks. Let's get not too crazy. All right. Wait. What did you want me to roll? Perception?
Investigation.
I'm not good at investigation. I rolled an 11.
Yeah, it takes you a bit of searching, but you find them strewn at various places around the stable. You find your vest hanging off a door. You find your pants sort of thrown over a hay bale. But eventually you walk around, you collect them. You're still missing one sock, and you're walking around barefoot.
All right. I go up to Maya and say, I had a great time. Do you want to get breakfast or something?
And she says, "Yeah, I had a great time too, but I don't really have time, I'm sorry."
Gotta tend to the horses, right?
Yeah, gotta feed the horses first, It's all work.
Oh, she's giving you the brush off.
I understand. I will probably head out of town soon, so...
Yay, then, if we might see each other again.
Yeah,
stop by if you need horses.
I will.
Yeah, I may or may not give you a discount, and she winks.
That would be mighty nice of you. Alright, I'm gonna look for my friends. See you later.
Okay.
Maybe. Bye.
Bye.
And I would walk to the tavern.
Okay. Dawn, where do you wake up?
Dawn would probably wake up early and make his way into town after saying goodbye.
Oh, he's not sneaking out.
No. He wants round 4. But he would aim to get back into town for 6, 7. I guess the troop breaks quite early to get on the road as they were leaving today. Wandering into the square and seeing Darren just being on pot.
Yeah, you both walk in to the square at the same time from different sides.
Has Darren got his clothes on?
I mean, he's found the clothes. Has he put them on?
Yeah, he's probably still in the process of putting the last the vest on him,
hopping a leg into his trousers.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and he's barefoot, and yeah, he's only got one sock.
How does Dawn look? What does Dawn look like?
Dawn looks immaculate.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
But there's a very cat that caught the canary grin playing around his mouth. He just nods to you and holds the door open to the tavern for you.
Yeah, I give you a smile. And I hop in as I get the last pant leg pulled up.
Is there anyone in the main tavern?
A few people. What's the waking situation with Dekla?
Ooh, Dekla would probably be awake at the crack of dawn. Maybe she would have gone for a walk earlier, but is probably now drinking some tea.
Yeah, as the two of you walk into the tavern, Dekla is sitting there at the table.
I raise a mug to you.
Dawn sort of waves his cane distractedly at, and
Cane?
Get off my god!
When did Dawn get a cane?
I mean,
Darren takes a look at the cane and says, "Oh, I didn't know you were that kinky."
Dawn wags it under Darren's nose and just grins, says, "You have no idea."
Ouch!
And then he looks at it and goes, I don't know where I got this from. And then sort of twirls it around like a baton and sort of points it towards the kitchens and goes, "Breakfast?"
Absolutely.
Okay, where and when does Casney wake up?
Well, Casney won't have woken up at the quirk of dawn, but I think he's like a moderately early riser, so he's probably in the tavern having something for breakfast when the other two arrive.
As Casney wanders down the stairs, has breakfast arrived?
Yeah, I'd say it's just about then.
Dawn quickly orders another one.
Darren orders a big old mug of ale to stave off his hangover.
Yep.
Dawn sort of shakes his head in bewilderment at drinking alcohol this early.
Oh, and he downs it too, like in very, very few sips.
You realise the problem with your method, although effective, is that if you ever break it, the resulting hangover will kill you, right?
Listen, it has worked for me so far, and I still live, and I'm feeling perfect. So I don't see any reason to stop.
Dawn shrugs and says, "Fair."
Okay, so you're sitting down at breakfast. What's the plan? It's about... Yeah, let's say it's a bit after 7. Just to sort of place you in time.
Out of character, I can't remember if we've explained the ledger to the group.
No, because I don't think you ever returned to them.
I know, okay. Can someone remind me what was in the ledger? It was payment. It was protection payment.
All I've got is there were notes about notes about protection payments.
Like it's a bit your basic business ledger. All the expenses and what's the other thing?
Outgoings and ingoings.
Yeah, outgoings, ingoings, and it's mostly various potions, various salves, various tonics, but there are a few unmarked sums going in. And there's one big sum going out that says protection, and then there aren't for a while, and then they start again. Like, going back.
Dawn looks across the table at Casney and goes, "Did you tell them what you found last night?"
No. I mean, honestly, I didn't get a proper look.
What are you guys talking about?
We went to the apothecary. I told you. We went to the apothecary while you were just drinking and whatever you were doing.
Well, first of all, I wasn't just drinking. I was negotiating our price. And I got some important information out of...
I think you did that before we left.
You did, because I told you to do it.
Oh, but it took me a while to, warm up to him, and I listen, my part in this is very important, and I don't appreciate you, just not appreciating it.
Dawn holds his hands up and goes, "Peace. Your contribution is very valuable."
Casney pats Darren on the shoulder and says, "Yeah, this, good job.
Thank you. So, secondly, well, I started the sentence with first, so now it comes to my second point. Cassie, you just said something ominous about we took care of it, and what does that mean? What did you do?
Yeah, we investigated the apothecary. We found some suspicious payments going out. There's obviously a protection racket. Dawn knows more than I do. He was the one who looked through all of this paperwork.
Dawn whips out the copy of the ledger, or the bits of the ledger that he made, and shows them to the group. You see big payments for protection money, then there's a gap, and then they start up again, and they've been regular since. Odd, no?
That is very interesting.
This doesn't make any sense to me.
Dawn looks a bit embarrassed and be like, "Numbers, or...?"
Yeah, there's just lots of numbers.
Oh, right, okay. So these are the outgoings, and Dawn sort of taps his fork along different lines. And these are the incomings.
Right.
And then it all tallies up in these two columns, and you go all the way down. It's not my thing either, but it's useful to know.
I will leave it to you. So what do we take away from this?
Did we decide that it was the Maradanda that they're making payments to, or at least Herman?
Isn't she like the drop-off point or part of the supply chain for this lavender dust?
That's what we thought, but there was no evidence of it.
Yes, but they certainly have a link.
Yeah. When I questioned her about it, she was acting suspiciously.
It's quite possibly just attacks to stop the Maradanda taking her out of business forcefully. It's the sort of thing they'd do.
Whatever it is, I somehow got the feeling that sooner or later we'll get mixed up in it.
They're not selling it.
No, I have a feeling this is more of a depot of some sort. Maybe short-term holding.
I suppose there's not much we can do.
No, there's something quite off about this entire town.
We should definitely keep this information in the back of our heads and see if it comes up again.
Dawn rolls the copies back up and sticks them back into his robes. Anyway, has anyone seen our erstwhile employer?
I assume he's probably at his estate.
Yeah, he told you to meet him there in the morning.
Meet him there? I thought he was going to meet us here.
I guess we're meeting him. I can shall I send a message to the boneyard about this plan? I can only send the Raven out every 2 days, but since it'll take 2 days to get there, if I send one now, I'll be able to send one on our way back to let them know the exact timings when we'll be around.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Well, how about we send one now detailing that we will send another one in 2 days' time with route and information.
Okay.
And let them know that they'll get paid.
Right. Animal messenger. That one doesn't have a specific word limit or anything, does it? It does. I could have used some of the previous evening to look it up, maybe, or try and work it out. I wonder if it's the same for all of these Raven things, because I could have asked mind you, they don't use them, do they? The Skull sends them to them rather than the other way around.
Dawn, at Dawn's university, they're pretty commonly used, but, the silver varieties of the Ravens is commonly used to send messages, so Dawn might know something about it.
Yes, what does Dawn know about it?
Arcana?
Arcana. Natural 20. This is a good start to the session. 25 in total.
Excellent.
You know that every Silver Raven has, its own code word to prevent, misuse, but you also, been fiddling around with them a bit, and you know that there's an override word for all of them.
Is that for all of the...
All of the silver ones. You're not sure if it applies to this one as well, but you can try. What do you think the word would be?
COVID?
That sort of makes sense.
Yes.
Has Kasny got the Raven out and about?
Does he?
So I've got it out. I'll let Dawn have a good old look at it.
He sort of turns it upside down, twirls it around, looks at it from different angles, and then just stares at it really intently, straight in the eye, for a solid half a minute, and then just says, COVID.
It shakes a little bit. You see the eyes flash red a little. You hear a voice say back, Corvo?
Dawn hands it to Kasny and sort of mouths, it should work now.
Yeah, right. Well, you're the one who activated it. Does this mean that...
that's a good point.
You activated it, so it responds to you now.
Okay, in which case Dawn gives a description of the base and the leader of the boneyard. Thibia?
Yeah, she's the leader of this group.
And goes, we have a proposition for you that will...
25 words.
Oh, okay. Job opportunity, high financial reward, more details to follow, target along the whatever road that runs from the town to the bank.
Let's call it just Manchetta Road, because that's what the forest is called.
Okay. Oh, and he signs it off Dawn. Sorry.
Or just Skull to fuck with them.
Okay, so you say that, you sign off. You kind of throw the Raven in the air as its usual. And the raven turns into a dark mist and flows away in the approximate direction.
Dawn quirks an eyebrow and goes, that doesn't usually happen.
No, it doesn't.
Uh-oh.
But it's going in the right direction, so...
Dawn frowns. Has he heard of anything like this before?
roll me Arcana.
9 plus 5 is 14.
14. I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
Like, maybe somebody at university knows something about this, but it hasn't made its way to you, so you're not sure. Maybe it's a thing, maybe it's not a thing, you're not sure.
Well, it's not in his experience, at least, so he frowns at the mist as it goes away. And then gestures to the rest of the group and goes, come on, should we go meet this utter travesty of a creature?
Yeah, I think it's best that you guys let me talk, because we need to be really careful with this guy, and it's probably best that we leave the talking to someone who actually knows what he's doing.
Dawn's eyebrows just go up and up and up and up.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm a good listener. You don't need to tell Declan to be quiet, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so what's the plan? What do you do now?
I guess we just walk over and say, hello, Daniel. I say exactly that. Hello, Daniel.
Okay, hold your horses.
Hello.
So, okay, yeah.
No, I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna say hello, Baron Daniel.
Yeah, he's not a baron. Anyways, you pay for the breakfast and you make your way to the villa, and there at the top of the hill, the two personal guards are standing in front of the villa, and they step away and they let you in.
I give them a charming smile.
Yeah, one of them blushes.
Okay, the smile wasn't meant to be flirty, but I'll take it.
I mean, if you're cute, you know?
Yeah, you've got that,
Can't help it.
Yeah, you got the Hollywood dirty glow going on, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's still pieces of straw in your hair.
But, like, it works for you.
Yeah, it just works somehow.
Okay, let you in. You step in. One of the personal guards says, okay, you wait here in the entryway. I'm gonna go call boss.
Of course.
And he goes upstairs and calls the boss.
Dawn immediately starts looking around the room they're in.
Yeah, there's still, like, it's a pretty large room. There's, like, 2 staircases leading up. It's like, I mean, they're leading to the same hallway upstairs, you know, it's just, like, sort of a grand thing. And on the other side of the entryway, there's a table and there's still a pile of gifts on them that haven't been put away yet from the wedding. To the left and to the right, there's doors leading into other rooms. And above the table at the end of above the pile of gifts, there's a painting of 2 men sitting at a table. One of them kind of looks like Daniel, except a bit older and, like, a bit longer face. And the other one is a bit older than the other one and has even bushier mustache and sort of salt and pepper hair. And on the table between them sits, like, a very interesting ornate blue jar with several spouts that are each shaped like a dragon's head.
Does it seem to be like a shisha pipe, or is it a drinking vessel? Is it a container of some sort, does Dawn reckon?
Roll me!
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, you do.
I think I know. Is this...
Casney recognizes the jar, yeah.
I recognise the... Okay, I'm going to pull Dawn and Darren... well, I'm going to pull everyone close. There's no one else in the room other than us, is there, at the moment? Are we
Just gonna scream it out loud, we're alone.
Okay, right. And I'm going to say... Okay, Daniel's family are Maradanda, like, definitely.
How can you be so sure?
Well, you see that the painting over there with the guy that looks suspiciously like Daniel, and then the other guy who looks somewhat also like him? Yeah.
The other guy doesn't look like him.
Oh, does he not? Okay. No, so the other guy, yeah, the older guy. Well, that thing in the background there, that's Maradanda property, or at least it was.
How do you know?
Because I stole it from them.
You... Oh, okay.
Dawn grins widely.
That is my alchemy jug.
What's an alchemy jug?
Well, is it yours, or is it something you stole?
I got it from the Maradanda, and they stole it from They probably stole it from someone else, or at least bought it with stolen money. Therefore, it's not theirs; it's mine.
Fair enough.
So you stole a jug from the Maradanda?
I mean, I liberated it.
Why?
Why?
Because I wanted it,
Why would you want a jug?
and the Maradander are bad. Stealing from the Maradander is good, because they are bad.
Yes, but why do you want a jug?
Because it makes wine!
It makes wine?
Infinite wine! Yes, infinite wine!
It has infinite wine? Darren's eyes go wide.
And beer.
Dawn hisses very sharply at everybody.
As you're huddled in a pile there in the entryway, from up the stairs you hear, "Who let you fuckers in here?"
Dawn slips away from the main body of the group and looks up the stairs. Who's shouting at us?
Daniel.
I mean, you said meet you here. It's morning.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dawn, just let me, okay? Hello, Baron Daniel.
Yeah, I'm not a Baron kid, don't insult me.
I am terribly sorry. Are we here for the arrangement? The job?
What job? What arrangement? Who's been talking to you?
You've been talking to us.
Have I?
Did you poison him with your shitty drink?
I didn't poison anyone. Daniel, my friends and I, we talked to you yesterday. Well, some of us did at least. We arranged something.
He walks down the stairs to right next to your group, and his bodyguard's right next to him.
Do you seriously not remember?
I remember going to the tavern and they only had shit. They didn't have any real wine.
That's true.
Listen, we know about the debt.
You told us.
Okay, who the fuck's been talking about it?
You.
Why would I be talking to you about it?
Because you wanted to hire us. And we agreed that you would pay us 200 gold now and 200 gold when the job is done.
Roll me persuasion.
Fuck, that's a 6. What use is a high charisma score when you roll like shit?
Do I believe Daniel has actually forgotten all this?
Roll insight.
Good. Something I'm actually good at.
Yay.
Oh, 14.
Yeah, he does seem genuinely baffled, but what you're saying right now.
Okay. That will keep him up.
Excuse me, I misspoke. It was 200 total. 100 now and 100 later.
I mean, that sounds more reasonable, yes.
We made a discount especially for you because a man of your high esteem, we didn't want to insult you with our high prices that we usually take.
Yeah, okay, kid, you can stop kissing my ass now.
Okay.
No, it's good that you're here, because I do actually need an escort. So you're saying I already talked to you about this?
We already have everything worked out. You said you would provide horses and supplies, and money, of course. And then we would escort you to... Where was it again?
Millisville.
That place.
Yeah.
Did we get the upfront money yet?
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that fucker just won't let it go. Anyways, you'll want some breakfast now that you're here.
We just had breakfast, but I wouldn't mind a second breakfast.
And he just laughs and slaps you on the back and says, okay, I'll tell my people to prepare something. Okay, go wait outside. What's everyone's passive perception again?
12.
14.
12.
14.
Okay, then, in the pile of gifts, under the picture, Kazni, you spot a bracelet, and you have vague recollection of already seeing it?
Probably at the wedding.
Yeah, like at the wedding. It's a real nice bracelet.
Is Daniel looking?
No, he's already gone to the kitchen.
What about his guards?
His personal guard is trailing him. He's keeping an eye on you, but, he's trailing and he'll be out of sight soon, so.
Okay, well, I wait until they're out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bracelet. I pocket it.
Sleight of hand.
I am sleight of handing it, although hopefully it's only going to be hiding it from these guys. So.
Yeah, it's mostly for hiding it.
Does Dawn see this?
Well, I got an 11, so probably.
Yeah, no, all of you see that. Like, Kazni steps closer to the painting, as if to examine it, but y'all see he's swiping something from the pile.
Yeah, Dawn just likes knowing. He doesn't judge.
Declan judges silently.
Yeah, the best kind of judgment.
Darren walks up to Cass and asks him, Did you get that infinite wine thing?
It's not here.
Damn.
I mean, I know where it is, at least if it's still where I left it, but it's not here.
I want it.
No, it's mine. Fuck you.
I would make much better use of it than you could possibly do.
If it's infinite, you can share.
Exactly.
There's a table on the outside porch, and you wait there, and eventually breakfast comes, and...
Is it a better breakfast?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Like, the one you got it in was, like, pretty basic, scrambled eggs and...
This is a Maradanda place. They're going to give us the good breakfast.
Yes, my next question is it poisoned?
No.
Oh shit, I actually took off the one for detecting poison and disease and stuff today.
Dawn assumes it isn't poisoned because he does want us to do something for him and it's somewhat counterproductive.
I mean, Declan's not having breakfast today anyway.
Yeah, Dawn waves a sausage at Declan and goes, "You okay? You haven't eaten anything all day."
No, I'm fine.
Breakfast's important, you know.
I'm fine.
You sure? And he sort of wiggles the sausage closer.
Do you want me to make a wisdom saving throw to not eat a sausage?
I mean, if you want to. But, like, why is Declan not eating?
Because she's monk type.
Uh-huh.
She fasts some days.
Okay, so it's a fast day, so... Go roll a wisdom check, but... A wisdom save, but, it's not gonna be... It's not gonna be super high, so just don't roll a 1.
That is an 11.
Yeah, no, it smells good, but, you have experience with this, you can resist it.
Yep. Decla's self-control is pretty good for now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get even better.
Dawn shrugs and happily shoves the sausage in his mouth.
Dawn likes sausages.
Dawn's an equal opportunity carnivore.
Okay, yeah, so you finish breakfast, and then I was like, okay, so if you're all set, I'm just gonna go grab a few things, and then we'll go get some horses, and we'll be off.
Sounds good to me.
Correct.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's fucking go.
God, I hate him so much.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, and he grabs a few things, he gives a few instructions to his guards, but they go with you down to the stables.
What instructions did he give to his guards?
Just basically, like, look out for the house, be on the lookout for that, for this, and watch this, and don't let these people in, and like that.
Dawn is listening to all of this very intently because he wants to know how to break into this place.
Yeah, it's just basic security instructions.
That's absolutely...
Yeah. You go to the stables... Yeah, you gather the horses.
How many horses do we get?
Well, one for each of you.
Huzzah! No sharing.
I don't know, Cassie wouldn't have mind sharing with Dawn.
All that water and you're still thirsty. Yeah, you get the horses and you ride off out of town. It's let's say 11 right now. You're riding out of town. You travel on the road for a few hours between the Manchesa forest on the left and open fields on the right. And after a few hours, you pass the remains of the broken cart that you found yesterday. And you continue past them. And then at a certain point in the afternoon, you take a break for lunch. And then about an hour later, you're back on the road.
Out of interest, are the footprints of the dwarf still here?
Roll me survival.
15 total.
I'd say it's been more than a day, you can't really tell.
Okay. Dawn will wander back when food is ready.
Declan will keep watch.
Declan will keep watch. Roll me, perception. Roll me perception.
Okay. 9.
9.
My dice are not with me.
Now, you hear some rustling in the woods, but turns out it's just a few deer that are sort of running the way as soon as you spot them.
Another moose.
Christ.
Elk.
I hope not.
No, these are just basic deer. Okay, and then about an hour later, Daniel's like, okay, I hope you all peed because we're going back on the road. Let's go, fuckers.
Jesus Christ. So unnecessary.
Every time he calls us fuckers, Dawn, twitches slightly.
Yeah. I mean, he's not making it any easier to work with him.
But he's not making it any harder to rob him either.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you ride for the rest of the day. The sun starts to set. And you see in the distance a small town. And just around sunset, you finally reach it. And the town, from far away, it looks super small. But now that you're in it, it seems a bit bigger now. The buildings are mostly made of wood. And they're connected with dirt roads. there's only one building that seems to be made of stone, and it's a small church. And there's roses growing and vines over it. And you make your way to a tavern. And that's where you plan to, stay for the night.
Can I tell what the church is?
Roll me religion.
I'm not very good at that at all. I'm very stupid.
You can always ask me.
Anyone who wants can roll for this.
I don't care.
I get an unnatural 20. Dirty 20!
Dirty 20.
I got a 9, and I'm proficient, and I rolled an 8, so...
If you're proficient, then you get a +2.
Yes, but I have a -1 intelligence.
Ah.
Declan, no smart.
Well, that since there are roses, it's probably got its name sometime around now. Casney, it's the Church of St. Maeve.
St. Maeve.
Patron saint of roses and bees.
That's nice.
Maybe they have honey.
Maybe.
When you said the church had roses and stuff growing all over it, that was for the saint dedication rather than the fact it's overgrown, yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's not abandoned. They seem to be tended.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you park your horses outside and you step into the tavern.
I put my horse in neutral.
Don't forget to apply the parking
handbrake.
Can't believe you ride manual. Automatic. Sorry, automatic.
Modern horse for a modern road.
And as you step into the tavern, all of you see a familiar dwarf. And that's where we're gonna call it. Dice Out Now Game is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. Our intro and outro music is Bells by Fake Cats Project. If you want to get in touch with us, you can find us at Dice Out Now Game on Twitter, where you will also find links to our personal accounts. If you can, please rate and review our podcast, and tell your friends about us. Now, game!